Привет, как дела? Hi, how are you? Меня зовут Catherine. My name is Catherine. И добро пожаловать на урок русского. And welcome to the Russian class. Сегодня у нас будет урок чтения и произношения. Today we're going to have a reading and pronunciation lesson. Так, я сейчас поделюсь экраном. Let me share the screen with you. Хорошо. So today's lesson is the first part of a series on Russian pronunciation letter by letter. So ideally, by the end of this series, you're going to be able to recognize every letter of the Russian alphabet and acquire some basic reading skills and basic pronunciation skills needed to be able to kick off your knowledge about the Russian pronunciation, Russian reading, and get familiar with Cyrillic. But сначала позвольте представиться. But first let me introduce myself. Меня зовут Catherine. Как я уже сказала, my name is Catherine, as I have already said. Я учитель английского, испанского и русского в Calgary Language Nerds. I'm the teacher of English, Spanish, and Russian of Calgary Language Nerds. And so let me tell you a little bit about the plan for the next 4 lessons. So today, at this part, we're going to speak about vowels and consonants and letters that represents them. Basically, we're going to run through Russian alphabet and learn how to read letters from there. And then lessons 2 and 3 are going to be devoted to a part of Russian pronunciation that can be considered one of the most essential, but also a little bit tricky for non-native speakers, for the language learners, which is the parallel between hard and soft syllables. So essentially, consonants in Russian can be either hard or non-palatalized, or soft or palatalized. And these lessons will have you make you understand how to pronounce them and what is the difference in pronunciation, what is the difference in spelling. Now, and during the live practice on Zoom lesson 4, we're going to be practicing, for example, by reading different names, popular names in Russian, different countries, names of the countries in capitals. We're going to be reading words that look similar from English. So this is going to help those who want to polish their Cyrillic reading skills. And also we're going to have speaking practice to add on to this content. Also, we have Take Your Tongue to the Gym worksheet for with a 30-day challenge for Russian letters. And you're going to be practicing different letters each day. Yeah, and ideally, by the end of this month, if you do the challenge correctly, you'll be able to pronounce all the syllables that are composed by a consonant and a vowel in Russian, and you're going to be able to recognize the Cyrillic letters perfectly and to know what they stand for. Yeah, so you have the challenge itself, and you have some practice exercise that are going to be accompanied by the recording, where I'm going to also teach you how to pronounce the pairs and what are the differences. So off we go. So the first part of today is going to be гласные в русском, vowels in Russian. В русском языке 5 гласных звуков. So in the Russian we have 5 actually vowel sounds. Но у нас есть 10 гласных букв, but we have 10 letters that represents their sounds, and the difference is we have hard letters, so to speak, so these ones make the previous consonant hard, and these ones make the previous consonant soft, and we're going to now learn how to pronounce them by themselves, and then how to pronounce them in syllables during next lessons. So if we go, поехали. Первая буква, first letter, A. This character stands for A. And it has a pair, ya. So by itself, this letter is pronounced ya, and it makes the previous syllable soft. So whatever the consonant goes before this letter is going to be soft. That's what this little sign here stands for, softness. Так, А, я. Потом, then, вторая буква, second letter, О, or second sound more so, О. This letter stands for О. And it has a pair, Yo, that by itself is pronounced with this J sound, no, Yo, and it makes the previous letter soft as well, no, Yo. So, A, я, О, Yo. Следующая буква, next letter, У. This character stands for U. And it has a pair, U. U. By itself is pronounced with a J, and it makes the previous, the previous consonant soft, so it's going to be U. Now we have the tricky one. No, we have A, ya, O, yo, U, you. And then we have a tricky one. This one actually is the case where the soft letter exists in English and the hard doesn't. Let's do it from here then. We're starting here. E. This one exists in English. E. Like, for example, B. So E. And to pronounce it, its ha counterpart, we're going to do the following. When we pronounce E, take a look. We actually smile, don't we? E. We smile a lot. So in order to pronounce its counterpart, we need to smile a little bit less. So you do this with your lips. You make your smile a little bit smaller. So we go. That's E, U, U. So you try to pronounce the same sound E, but you keep your lips a bit closer. E, U. E, the soft one, E, and the hard one, U. E, U. That's all you need to do. You just need to put your lips a little bit closer to each other. E, U. Yeah, so E makes the previous consonant soft, and U doesn't. And the last one, E, and ye. E, ye. So ye makes the previous one soft as well. So let's revise. Давайте повторим. А, я, О, yo, U, you, I, ye. So off you go. These are the vowels. And now let's see, let's introduce some consonants into the game. Okay, so consonants in Russian are represented by different letters, but each letter can represent either the hard or non-palatalized sound or a soft or palatalized sound. Yeah, the consonants during the spelling, they're not going to change. And they are going to only be modified by the vowel or a sign that goes afterwards. No? And this is we're going to learn more about during our next lessons. When we're going to read syllables. All right, да, согласные в русском. Consonants in Russian. So let's go. So I'm going to read the pair. One of them is hard, one of them is soft. And then after we've read the first bunch, I'm going to tell you a little trick as for the pronunciation. But I'm encouraging you to try and figure the difference as you hear it by yourself and try to make, to notice what changes. when I pronounce the b. And try to make like a logical conclusion by yourself as to what is the point. Then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to help you out with this, but maybe you can figure something out for yourselves that is going to be helpful here. Okay, let's start right here. B, B. B, B. So this letter stands for B, B. Okay, this letter here. V, V. V, V. This letter here stands for G, 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 G. This letter here, D, 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 D. This letter here, J, in Russian doesn't have a soft equivalent. Okay? So it's just J. That's one sound that it represents. There are some letters that only have one equivalent. They're either always hard or always soft. J is always hard. Значит, let's revise this one. Давайте повторим. Б, Д, В, В, Г, Г, Д, Д, Ж. Okay, let's move on. This one here. Z, Z. Z, Z. This one here. K, K. K, K. This one right here. L, L. L, L. M, M. M, M. N, N. N, N. So all of them have so let's run through this column as well. Повторим. Z, Z. K, K. L, L. M, M. N, N. So as far as you can see, all the soft ones have this little sign, the apostrophe, but you can also imagine it to be a little e. So a trick that I've been taught once as to how to pronounce the soft ones successfully is you need to think of the letter e when you pronounce them. Let's try it out. Let's do this one right here, the first one. So think about e, but pronounce b. 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 It's as if you have a little e here, but you don't pronounce it. You kind of like somebody shuts your mouth with a hand before you say e. So you wanted to say, like, for example, b, like an animal b, but you say b. B. All right. Okay, let's move on to the next one, shall we? Так, поехали. Let's go. This one. P, P. This stands for P, P. Try to use the life hack that I've just told you as you repeat these ones after me. Now think of E and try to pronounce the soft one, thinking of E. R, R. R, R. This one stands for R, R. Don't forget to roll your R's really well. Так, дальше. Moving on. S, S. S, S. This one. T, T. T, T. F, F, F. F, F. Those of you who know Greek, that may be a little bit helpful because it's similar, like Greek alphabet is very similar to Russian because it really comes from Greek as well. It was inspired by Greek alphabet, let's say. Так, давайте еще раз. Let's Let's do it one more time. P, P. R, R. S, S. T, T. F, F. Ага. Отлично. Brilliant. Let's move on to these ones. This one. H, H. H, H. And then next four, they actually don't have a pair. They're either always hard or always soft. For example, T, T. It's always hard. Ch, Ch. It's always soft, but it's pronounced exactly the same as the English ch. Like for example, like teach. That's the same sound. Or for example, in English, chai latte, for example. Or I don't know, to cheat. That's the same ch. Yep. Then we have this one, sh, sh, like when you're trying to make somebody hush, sh, hush, sh, sh. And this one, sh, it's the soft option of this one, actually, but a different letter, sh, like sure. When you say sure, you're actually pronouncing this one, sure. It's not the same to say hush and to say sure. Well, if you think about it, no? Sh, 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 sh. Let's run through these ones. H, h, ts, ch, sh, sh. All right, now you know all the consonants in Russian. Отлично, brilliant. Okay, we have 3 more letters that are neither consonants nor vowels. Да, еще буквы в русском. Yeah, and we have here y, that looks like letter E, the vowel E, but with a little thingy on top of it. Now it's a short E, it's y, like in yacht, for example. Yeah, so whenever you see this letter, it's going to be pronounced as y. And these two, they don't have any sound to them. They just made the previous consonant either soft, yeah, soft sign. It makes the previous consonant soft. And this one, a hard sign, makes the previous consonant hard. That's pretty much it. Отлично. Да? Y, soft sign, makes the previous consonant soft, and hard sign makes it hard. Отлично. Замечательно. Brilliant, excellent. Хорошо, теперь вы знаете, now you know, как произносить буквы русского алфавита. Now you know how to pronounce more or less all the words, all the letters of the Russian alphabet. Yeah, and to make it easier for you to follow, to have some sort of like a cheat sheet with all these, with all these letters, all the sounds that you need to practice. You have a PDF document listed below where the 30 days challenge is posted. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about how to compose, like how to click these consonants and these vowels together to make syllables. How can we pronounce them correctly? And how can we pronounce soft syllables? And how can we pronounce hard syllables? And what is the difference between them in Russian? Отлично, спасибо большое. Thank you very much. И увидимся в следующем видео. See you in the next video. Пока-пока.